First on Fox, the execution-style shootings of two New York City police officers putting a spotlight on race relations in America. Investigators say that a wanted man walked up to these two police officers who were in a car on Saturday, killing both of them before turning the weapon on himself. Now, the shooter's social media post suggests it's done in retaliation for the Ferguson, Missouri shooting, where a grand jury declined to indict a white police officer in the shooting death of a black teenager.
Well, that decision continues to spark protests, with demonstrators questioning the role of police in our modern day society, not just in Missouri, but really all across the country.
Well, we've seen it here as well. Fox 17's Eric Alvarez spent this day with one mid-state police officer, and he's here in studio now with more on the tightrope, Eric, that police officers work every day.
That's right. Now, Master Patrol Officer Lance Tippett has been with the Franklin Police Department for about 8 years. And he says if more people got to know officers, they'd probably find they have a lot in common with the men and women in uniform.
Light rain falls over the Franklin Police Department, where inside Officer Lance Tippett is getting ready to patrol the streets.
My favorite part of what I do is that each day is different.
His days may be different, but his mobile office is always the same. A trusty black and white Dodge Charger. Tippett says he's never driven it as fast as it will go, but he never knows what the day will bring.
There's an inherent aspect of danger in every police officer's job.
The job isn't all car chases and shootouts, but Tippett says that doesn't mean it's easy.
The hardest part of what I do is the bad news. Sometimes I have to give out bad news. Sometimes I have to put on the bad guy hat. Sometimes people get an impression of me. That would be not exactly who I always am.
So, who is he? Behind the badge, Tippett is a Franklin resident, a husband, and a father who kisses his kids goodbye every morning. Before strapping on a firearm he hopes he won't have to use.
That's kind of what we sign up to do, is sign up to help others, regardless of the cost to ourselves.
Tippett says while he's on the clock, he's always on alert. But at the end of the day, he's just like everybody else.
Sometimes you're just ready to come home and, take off this uniform and, be dad.
Now, Tippett says a big part of what he does is just talk to people. He says an open and trusting relationship between police and Franklin residents just makes things easier on everyone. Eric Alvarez, Fox 17 News.